Hey guys, this is Jeff, and I'm back. This is the first post of 2018, so Happy New Year to you guys out there. Hope you enjoyed whatever you did on New Year's Eve, or you're enjoying your New Year's Day. But yeah, I just thought I'd do this technical analysis video on Monero against Bitcoin. And it's going to be a bit more in depth, a bit more tailored to people who are familiar with technical analysis. Most videos I've done for technical analysis were for people who are new to it. So they were fairly simple. It was basically just about support and resistance and things like that. But this one's going to be a bit more, basically the same principles, but it's a bit more. It might be a bit more complicated to people who are new to it. So yeah, Monero. I like Monero as a coin. It's on my top 5 coins for 2018. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. But yeah, Monero was caught in this range for a long time, and it finally had like a breakout, but then pulled back. This is the weekly chart, by the way, so this is super long term. As you guys know, I prefer looking at the long term view and then honing in on the lower time frames to get an entry, but you get the bigger picture when you look at the long term time frames. But yeah, anyway, it was ranging here for a long time, had some breakout, couldn't quite manage it. It was caught in this triangle as well, and it did actually manage to break out of this triangle and come back to retest it, and now it's bouncing off of it. And as you'll see when I zoom into the lower time frames, there's some confluences. As you can already see, there's a confluence here between this range, this resistance held up by this range, and the triangle. But yeah, let's just have a look. Let's go down to the daily. It's going to be squashed here because I was looking at the weekly. Let's get this back to a decent level. Yeah, so as you can see, this area as well, between this larger range, between the two blue zones, there was this sort of range in between the range for a while, this red zone here, and then price came back to this sort of area and then got caught in traffic again. And so you can always expect maybe a price to stall a bit when it enters this sort of red zone area here. But yeah, it broke out, came back down, and it's just bouncing on top of this triangle here, which is this area is a huge confluence zone, and that's why price is struggling to move away from it. It's struggling to get past the resistance here, held up by this range, which has been held up for weeks, and it's struggling to crash back down through the triangle. So it's just bobbling sideways, and that's just buyers and sellers not being able to decide where they want price to go. So this sort of area, you could look to here, this 240 area as a great area of support, perhaps, or an entry. As you can see, like this is basically the area that it's bounced off of for quite a while. If price does get lower, you can look to this 0.2 area here, and obviously below that you have everything. But if you're looking to get in and take profit, you can see there's let's get a line out so it's clearer for you guys. There is basically resistance here at 0.03. It's a great area. Probably people be looking to take profits at this area, so if you're in it for the short term, which I wouldn't be, but maybe some of you are, 0.03 is probably a good place to look at. Let's sort this out. Let's make it as precise as possible. There you go. So yeah, and then beyond that, you've got the all-time high at 0.038 right there. So let's get one here. Where is it? There it is. 0.038. So yeah, these are basically the levels you might want to look to. Once it breaks past here, it's basically no man's land, because that's the all-time high. You might look to a psychological level because it's around numbers at 0.04, or you might look all the way up to 0.05 because, you know, psychological levels and that. But in terms of entries, the 0.024 area and all these levels below, to be honest, I can't really see it getting below 0.016 in my opinion. But yeah, that's just me. For me, if it came back to 0.016, that'd just be beautiful. But I wouldn't say anything to anyone who wanted to get in at this level, because price is showing us it's a strong level. But you know, that's the market. Sometimes it'll break through strong levels. But for me right now, this area is a great area to buy some Monero from. So let me just get it out in text form so you guys can really see what I'm talking about. So yeah, written it out for you guys, so it's clear. So yeah, all-time high up here, breaks up here, then who knows where it's going to next. Probably be some profit taken around here or just before there. Strong resistance at 0.03 right here, this line right here, and confluence zone right here, decent entry level around 0.024, and below that the juicy zone, which would be a great place to get in at 0.016. I hope that was clear. Just a quick video for you guys for New Year's Day. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, use this in conjunction with your own analysis. Don't just take what I say and go with it blindly. Always take care when you invest. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike and comment below why you hated it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.